This is the Earth. Pretty, isn't it? Tucked away in a tiny part of the universe called the Milky Way, orbiting the Sun. Let's zoom in. This is Ireland. A place with a proud and long tradition of storytelling, myths and legends. But the country where our story comes from today has an even more ancient history. It's a country famous for many inventions like gunpowder, paper and paper money, fireworks, it's China. A modern superpower with high-tech cities, pandas, legends, and natural beauty, and amazing feats of engineering. Today's story is set long ago, in a time when China was ruled by an emperor. It's called the Nightingale. Long ago in China, there lived an emperor who had the finest palace in the world. People came from far and wide to see it, and they wrote about a nightingale that lived in the woods by the lake. One day, the emperor read about the nightingale. He turned to his Minister of State. "I wish to hear this nightingale tonight," he said. "Go find her." The Minister of State did not even know what a nightingale was. He had his men search the palace high and low, but they could not find the nightingale. "I know," said a little kitchen maid. "She lives in the woods by the lake. I will take you there myself." First they met a cow who mooed. "What a lovely song," said the Minister of State. "No, no," said the kitchen maid. "That is not the nightingale, but it's not far now." Then they met a frog that croaked. "There she goes," cried the Minister of State. "A most beautiful song indeed." "No, no," said the kitchen maid. "That is not the nightingale, but it is not far now." It was evening now, and at last they heard the nightingale herself. They were quite enchanted. "The emperor asks you to come and sing for him," said the Minister of State, and the nightingale agreed. Everyone was there. The nightingale sat upon a golden perch. The emperor sat upon his golden throne and asked her to sing. The nightingale sang so sweetly that tears ran down the emperor's cheeks. "She must stay with us and sing each night," the emperor announced. And so the nightingale stayed in a golden cage. Every day the servants took her out to fly, held fast by a silken ribbon. "You must never let her go," said the emperor. And every night the nightingale sang. Her lovely music filled the emperor with joy. One day a parcel came from the emperor. In it was a beautiful bird made of gold and precious stones. In its back was a key. It was a clockwork nightingale that could sing both day and night. The emperor was so delighted that he forgot about the real nightingale. She was sad and longed for her home. So the little kitchen maid opened up her cage, and away the nightingale flew, back to the woods by the lake. The clockbird had one song only. He sang it all the time, and as he sang, his tail went up and down. "The bird is even better than the first," said everyone. And the emperor kept winding him up, and the bird kept singing. A year went by. Then, one day, the clockwork bird cracked and broke. He could not sing a note. The clockmaker mended him, but said, "This bird is worn out. You may only wind him up once a year." The emperor was sad. "Now I have no music at all." Some years later, the emperor was ill. He lay in bed, so ill that everyone thought he would die. But one evening he heard a beautiful song outside his window. It was the little nightingale. She had heard that he was ill, and had come to help the emperor. All night she sang the sweetest songs, and in the morning the emperor was well again. Ever since then, the nightingale flies around the woods during the day, and every night she comes to the Emperor of China to sing her lovely song.